Hi, welcome back to Quantum Habits. As promised, here are the next 10 lessons we can learn from Atomic Habits. Chapter 11. Walk slowly but never backward. In the beginning, a new habit needs a lot of effort to perform. For example, the first time you start to drive a car, it requires a lot of mental energy. If you are not familiar with judging distances, switching gears takes conscious effort. After a while, these basic skills become automatic and you'll feel more relaxed. Chapter 12. The Law of Least Effort. Human behaviors follow the law of least resistance. We usually choose the chores that need the smallest amount of work. Create an environment where doing good habits are easy and bad habits are hard. So for example, only have healthy food in your house so that you are not tempted to eat unhealthy snacks when you're hungry. Chapter 13. How to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule states that when you begin a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. This will make it easier to slip into the state of deep focus that is required in creating good habits. You'll find that almost any habit can be shortened into a 2-minute version. Reading before bed each night becomes reading one page. Study for class becomes opening my notes. The difference between a good day and a bad day is often a couple of productive choices made at key moments. These choices stack up throughout the day and can lead to very different outcomes. Chapter 14. How to make habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. The inversion of the third law of behavior change is making it difficult. A commitment device is a choice you make in the present that locks in better behavior in the future. The best way to change your behavior is to automate your habits. For example, buying a better mattress or enrolling in a savings plan. A single action that forces better future habits. Chapter 15. The Cardinal Rule of Behavior Change. When the behavior is satisfying, we are more likely to do it again. Your brain has evolved to prioritize immediate rewards over delayed rewards. To get a habit to stick, you need to feel good immediately, even if it's in a small way. For example, after entering the gym, immediately reward yourself by listening to your favorite music or starting your workout with your favorite exercise. Making it satisfying increases the chances that a behavior will be repeated. Chapter 16. How to stick with good habits every day. One of the best feelings is making progress. A habit tracker is a great way to measure your progress by marking an X on a calendar. Habit trackers can make your habits satisfying by providing evidence of your progress. Try to keep your habits straight alive. If you miss one day, attempt to get back on target as quickly as possible. Never miss twice. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is a start of a bad habit. The problem is not messing up once. The problem is thinking that if you can't do something perfectly, then you should never do it. Chapter 17. How an accountability partner can change everything. The inversion of the fourth law of behavior is to make it unsatisfying. We are less likely to repeat a bad habit if it's painful or unsatisfying. An accountability partner can create this painful effect. We care a lot about what others think of us, and we don't want others to have a bad opinion of us. A habit contract can be used to make the cost of violating your promise painful. Chapter 18. The Truth About Talent. When genes matter and when they don't. The secret to improving your chance of success is to choose the habits that best suit you. Habits are not only determined by our personalities. Our genes also play a role. Deeply rooted preferences make certain habits easier for some people than for others. A person who scores lower on conscientiousness, for example, will be less organized by nature and may need to rely more on an environment designed to stick with good habits. To choose the best habits to build, ask yourself the following questions. What feels like fun to me but work to others? What makes me lose track of time? Where do I get greater returns than the average person? What comes naturally to me? Chapter 19. How to stay motivated in life and work. The Goldilocks rule states that people experience the most motivation when working on tasks that are close to the edge of their current abilities. This is when we enter the flow state, where we can concentrate for a long period. In psychology research, this is known as the Yerkes-Dodson law, which describes the optimal level of arousal as a midpoint between boredom and anxiety. Therefore, you need to constantly push your skills and performance to gain motivation. Chapter 20. The downside of creating good habits. The benefit of habit is that we can do things without thinking. The downside is we stop paying attention to little errors. The process of mastery requires that you progressively get better. Each habit builds upon the last until a new level of performance has been reached. Reflection and review is a process that allows you to stay wherever your performance is over time. Here's how to review your habits and make adjustments. Tally your habits for the year and ask yourself, Number 1. What went well this year? Number 2. What didn't go well this year? Number 3. What did I learn? 6 months later, conduct an integrity report and answer 3 questions. Number 1. What are the core values that drive my life and work? Number 2. How am I living and working with integrity right now? And number 3, how can I set a higher standard in the future? Life is constantly changing. You need to check to see if your old habits and beliefs are still serving you. These complete the 20 lessons from Atomic Habits. We hope that you learned a thing or two from this video. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe so we can see you in the next one. Goodbye!